Though recycling has been around for a while, if you really take the time to think about it, it can be a pretty daunting subject. Also, there are things that we can recycle, like baby car seats, that are not a common topic out there. Let's cover recycling today. Hi, and welcome to Mama's Footprint. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Dr. Poliana Raymer, a community college professor and a mom to two wonderful girls, Beatrice and Sophia. When it comes to recycling, a few things are pretty straightforward. Glass, for example, is 100% recyclable and can be recycled infinitely. Aluminum, which is the metal our juice, soda, and food cans are made of, are also 100% recyclable. Like glass, aluminum can be recycled endlessly without losing any of its beneficial properties. And you know what? The energy saved when using recycled aluminum is huge compared to manufacturing something with raw material. 95% less energy, to be exact. Paper and cardboard can be recycled 5 to 7 times. After that, the fibers become too short and will need to be mixed with virgin fibers. There are certain types of paper that are not recyclable, including coated paper, paper with food waste, juice and cereal boxes, paper cups, paper towels, and paper that's been laminated with plastic. Let's talk about plastic. This is where things get a little tricky. If you notice these little chasing arrows, you will see that they will most likely have a number inside. This number can vary from 1 to 7, and it helps identify the type of plastic we are dealing with. Plastic types 1 and 2 are the only ones commonly recyclable. Plastic type 1 is usually clear and is not intended to be used more than once. This includes items like water bottles and peanut butter containers. Plastic 2 is the type of plastic that's durable enough to be reused without any harm, like milk jugs, toys, and playground equipment. Plastic types 3 to 7 are not commonly recycled, and that's where it gets a little messy. Plastic type 3 is the type of plastic that contains chemical additives that can be harmful and includes items like pipes and shower curtains. Plastic type 4 includes items like bread and plastic grocery bags, beverage cups, and sandwich bags. Though it's not commonly recycled, this type of plastic is starting to be accepted by more retailers, so look around for signs of recycling programs out there. Plastic type 5 is often used for food. Items include yogurt containers, ketchup and syrup bottles, straws, and potato chip bags. Though it's not commonly recycled, some recycling facilities do accept them. Check iRecycleSmart.com for information on what is recycled near you. Plastic type 6 is easily drinkable and includes items like styrofoam containers, egg cartons, and food utensils. Lastly, plastic type 7 is made up of multiple plastic resins and don't fit into any of the previous categories. This type of plastic includes items like sunglasses, 5-gallon water jugs, sippy cups, and nylon. The items I've mentioned here, glass, aluminum, paper, and plastic types 1 and 2, can commonly be recycled simply by placing them on your curbside and having them be picked up by your city's recycling program. Again, to guarantee that the recycling material you are leaving on your curbside does not end up in the landfill, check iRecycleSmart.com for local recycling information. This website is also a great place to learn about items you may not have known were recyclable. That's where I learned, for example, that there are facilities near me that will collect mattresses for recycling. Who knew? A few things that you or your kids may have and that cannot go on your curbside for conventional recycling include backpacks, umbrellas, snack wrappers, and baby food pouches. When we well-intentionally toss items in our recycling bin that are, in fact, not recyclable, we're actually wishcycling, and that, unfortunately, leads us nowhere. Also important to remember, recyclables should be empty and dry. A single container with food or liquid can ruin an entire bin or an entire load of otherwise perfectly recyclable stuff. Another tip is to remove the container wrapper whenever possible. The container may be plastic type 1 or 2, but the wrapper is not, and that may disqualify the entire item. Let's now talk about a few items that are potentially recyclable, but not conventionally so. Did you know, for example, that you can recycle your child's expired car seat? Since 2016, car seat trade-in events have been held at nearly every Target store, with very few exceptions. They usually happen twice a year, once in April and once in September, and you are offered a 20% coupon on a new car seat, stroller, or baby gear. There is a growing number of retailers that will recycle your and your kids' old electronics and devices, such as tablets and smartphones. Amazon, Apple, Best Buy, GameStop, and Walmart have great trade-in programs so you can properly dispose of these items that can be very toxic to our environment if disposed of improperly. To dig a little deeper into the topic of non-conventional recycling, let's talk a bit about TerraCycle. Founded in 2001, this is a leading company in recycling hard-to-recycle materials. It's definitely worth checking out their website, TerraCycle.com, as I'm sure you'll be pleased to learn about some of the items they accept. Hard-to-recycle items include baby food pouches, pens, pencils and markers, snack bags, and toothpaste tubs. There are multiple drop-off locations around the country, or you can choose to start your own drop-off point. Last year, for example, I learned that a car dealership in my town had partnered with TerraCycle to collect candy wrappers, which really came in handy the day after Halloween. And for all the parents and educators out there, you're going to love this. You can actually earn money for your kids' school by recycling with TerraCycle. All the information can be found on their website, so I encourage you to take a look. Just to wrap us up, I wanted to leave an important note here. Ultimately, it's better to reduce the number of items we consume. We should also opt for items that can be reused virtually forever, either as is or if upcycled or donated. We should also try to repair what we buy whenever possible. Then, and only then, should we look into ways of properly disposing of what we have. Thank you so much for joining me again for one more video. Please subscribe to this channel as we have other important topics coming up very soon. I'll see you then.